My name is Mohammad Sirajuddin. I am a lecturer in zoology, newly appointed lecturer in zoology in Crescent Junior College. Okay. So see here, dear second year students. So the first topic which is present in your syllabus, that is what? So actually in your syllabus you will have total 8 units, but due to this pandemic situation some of the topics are deleted. Okay. So the first topic which is present in your syllabus, that is what? Digestive system, and this year you will not have digestive system. Okay. So next topic which is present in your syllabus, that is what? Respiratory system. What is there? Respiratory system. So before starting the respiratory system, I want to explain what is the meaning of respiration. Okay. See here, respiration is also called as breathing. So in simple words, we will say that it is also called as what? Breathing. But in medical terminology, that is called as what? Respiration. So what is respiration means? Respiration includes two processes. Respiration includes two processes. First one is what? Inspiration. First one is what? Inspiration. And second one is what? Expiration. Second one is what? Expiration. So here, what is the meaning of inspiration? So here, inspiration means taking the atmospheric air into the body. What? Taking the atmospheric air into the body is called as inspiration. Okay. Next process is what? Expiration. Releasing the air from body. Releasing the air from body is called as what? Expiration. So inspiration and expiration together constitutes, and that is called as what? Respiration. What do you call that? Respiration. So we are taking the atmospheric air into the body. हम जो भी atmospheric air रहती है अपनी body के अंदर ले रहे हैं अपन. And as you know that already atmospheric air contains nearly about 20% of oxygen. How much percentage? 20% of oxygen is present in atmospheric air. And you remember that this oxygen is called as free oxygen. This oxygen is called as what? Free oxygen. And whatever the oxygen which is present inside the water, that oxygen is called as what? Dissolved oxygen. That oxygen is called as what? Dissolved oxygen. And the percentage of dissolved oxygen in water is 0.3%. The oxygen which is present in atmospheric air, that oxygen is called as what? Free oxygen. And the percentage of oxygen in air is how much? 20%. And already you know that some of the animals, not of the some of the animals, most of the living organisms are present inside the water only. And those living organisms are called as aquatic animals. क्या बोलेंगे इसको? एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स. जो एनिमल्स पानी में रहते हैं वो एनिमल्स को कहा जाता है aquatic animals. And aquatic animals also needs oxygen, and the oxygen which is present inside the water, that oxygen is called as what? Dissolved oxygen. And the percentage of oxygen inside the water is what? 0.3%. Okay, so we are human beings, so we are seeing the respiratory system of human beings. Remember this carefully. Each and every living organism is having a respiratory organ. Each and every living organism, each and every animal is having what? Respiratory organ. Human beings also contains a respiratory organ, and the name of that respiratory organ is what? Lungs. The respiratory organ of a human being is what? Lungs. Okay, like this, many animals will have many respiratory organs. Many animals will have what? Respiratory organs. So we are concerned with the human beings only. Why? Because in second year zoology, you will have total physiology and anatomy of human being. So you will have digestive system, you will have respiratory system, you have circulatory system, you have musculoskeletal system, you will have endocrinal system, you have nervous system, you will have reproductive system also. So each and every system is present in second year zoology, and in that we are dealing with the respiratory system. Okay, and before coming to the topic, I want to tell you that the respiration is of two types. Respiration is of how many types? Two types. Remember this carefully. Respiration is of how many types? Two types. So first type of respiration is what? Anaerobic respiration. And the second type of respiration is called as what? Aerobic type of respiration. Anaerobic respiration means the respiration which takes place in the absence of oxygen, or very little amount of oxygen is present. Remember this carefully. So the respiration which takes place in the absence of oxygen, or very little amount of oxygen is present. Such type of respiration is called as what? Anaerobic respiration. Already in first year, you people have learned regarding the different types of parasites. See, most of the parasites are what? Anaerobic only. They can survive in the absence of oxygen also, or they can survive if little amount of oxygen is also present. And here what happened means the releasing of energy in a form of ATP is very less. Less energy is released in a form of ATP in anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, what happened means the respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Remember this carefully. The respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen, and here the releasing of energy and the releasing of energy in a form of ATP is very high. Why? Because here oxygen is present. So we are the human beings. So we are respiring in the presence of oxygen, and such type of respiration is called as what? Aerobic respiration. Remember this carefully. Okay, so as I told you that already, the respiratory organs of human beings is what? Lungs. And what is respiration means? Inspiration and expiration together constitutes what? Respiration, which is also called as mostly breathing. And atmospheric air contains oxygen. How much percentage of oxygen is present in atmosphere means nearly 20%. That oxygen is called as what? Free oxygen. And most of the animals are also present in water. Those animals are called as aquatic animals. Aquatic animals also respires, or they will take oxygen. Such oxygen is called as dissolved oxygen, and the percentage of oxygen inside the water is 0.3%. Remember here, the animals which are present on the earth is very less, and the percentage of oxygen in air is more. See here, मैं आपको 20% बोला, nearly 20%, 20 or 21 ऑक्सीजन रहता है एटमॉस्फेरिक एयर में, एंड द नंबर ऑफ एनिमल्स ऑन द अर्थ इज लेस. ओके, बट द नंबर ऑफ एनिमल्स इनसाइड द वाटर इज मोर, एंड द परसेंटेज ऑफ ऑक्सीजन इज व्हाट? वेरी लेस, ओनली 0.3%. रिमेंबर दिस केयरफुली. पानी के अंदर एनिमल्स बहुत सारे हैं, मगर ऑक्सीजन बहुत कम है. ज़मीन के ऊपर एनिमल्स बहुत कम है, मगर एटमॉस्फेयर में ऑक्सीजन बहुत ज़्यादा है. ओके, सो लाइक दिस we want to see the number of respiratory organs which are present in different animals. So different animals will have different respiratory organs. Okay. So just I will tell you few of the animals which contains respiratory organs. For example, if we see the protozoans and poriferan animals, see here these animals shows simple diffusion. Simple diffusion. Okay, means they will take the oxygen through their body surface. They will take the oxygen through the body surface. Okay, so that is called as what? Simple diffusion. If you will see the next phylum, that is what? Cnidaria. So cnidarian animals, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda. Platyhelminthes and Nematoda, these two animals are mostly parasitic in nature. Parasitic in nature means in the absence of oxygen, or if oxygen is present in little amount, they can also survive. Remember this carefully. Next one is what? Annelida. The phylum Annelida includes a very common animal, that is earthworm. That is what? Earthworm. See here, the respiratory organ of earthworm is what? We are dealing with which phylum? Annelida. Okay, and the most common example which is present in Annelida is what? Earthworm. And if you will see earthworm, so earthworm also takes the process of respiration by means of what? Simple diffusion only. Okay, and next we will see arthropoda. What? Arthropoda. The most common example in arthropoda is what? Cockroach. Periplaneta americana. The scientific name is what? Periplaneta americana. And the respiratory organ, tracheal system. This system, tracheal system. And in arthropoda also you will have scorpion. You will have what? Scorpion, and you will have what? Spider. If you will see the scorpion and spider, the respiratory organs is what? Book lungs. The respiratory organs is what? Book lungs. Okay. See here, the respiratory organs of scorpion and what? Spider is what? Book lungs. Spider and scorpion, these two animals also belong to the phylum Arthropoda. Cockroach is also belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. And if you see the molluscan animals, if you see what? Molluscan animals, many number of aquatic molluscan animals also contains what? Gills. Contains what? Gills. Okay. And Echinodermata. Echinodermata animals also contains what? Gills. They will have the respiratory organ which is called as respiratory tree. What they have? Respiratory tree and etc. So these are the number of phylums and these are the number of animals in which the different respiratory organs are present. And these all phylums comes under the invertebrates, which is also called as non-chordates. Okay, and if you will see the chordata, okay, so in this chordata we will have 5 classes. First one is what? Fishes. Second one is what? Amphibia. Second one is what? Amphibia. Third one is what? Reptilia. Fourth one is what? Aves, which is also called as birds. And the last one is what? Mammalia. What do you call that? Mammalia. So everybody knows that the respiratory organs of fishes are what? Gills. Remember this carefully. And in amphibia we will have one common example that is called as what? Frog. And if you see the frog will have three different organs of respiration. Okay. So first one is what? Skin. Okay. Second one is what? Lungs. And third one is what? Buccopharyngeal cavity. Buccopharyngeal cavity. These are the three different respiratory organs which are present inside the frog, which belongs to the class Amphibia and the phylum Chordata. Okay. And reptiles, birds and mammals, these three animals will have respiratory organ which is called as what? Lungs. See here, these are the different animals, and in these different animals different respiratory organs are present. So in second year zoology we are dealing with the human beings. Human beings belongs to the class Mammalia. Remember this carefully. And Chordata phylum. So we will have the respiratory organ which is called as what? Lungs. Okay. So for this respiration we will have one system, and that system is called as what? Respiratory system. Okay. So respiratory system of human being. See here, the respiratory system of human being starts from external nostrils. See here, external nostrils is also called as external nares. See, whatever the external openings which are present here now, that is called as external nostrils, which is also called as external nares. Okay. First part. Second part is what? Nasal cavity. Nasal cavity. Third part is what? Internal nostrils. Internal nostrils or internal nares, or you can call it is also what? Nasopharynx. Nasopharynx. See here, pharynx we will see in digestive system. Pharynx we will see in what? Digestive system. Pharynx is a common passage for both food as well as what? Air. Remember this very very important point for entrance point of view in NEET as well as in EAMCET. Pharynx is a common passage for both food as well as what? Air. Through this pharynx, food material as well as air will enter into our body. So nasopharynx or internal nares. Fourth part of respiratory system of human beings is what? Larynx. Larynx is also called as voice box. Larynx is also called as what? Voice box. We will have vocal cords, and the vocal cords will vibrate, and the voice is going to be produced. This is in case of human beings, but if you will see birds, instead of larynx they will have syrinx. Syrinx is sound producing organ and larynx is voice producing organ. Okay. And after larynx you will have what? Trachea. After larynx you will have what? Trachea. Trachea is also called as windpipe. Trachea is also called as what? Windpipe. After trachea you will have what? Bronchi and bronchioles. Bronchi and what? Bronchioles. And the last part of respiratory system of human beings is what? Lungs, which is pinkish in color. Which color? pinkish color lungs are situated in the thoracic cavity of human being. That is the last part of respiratory system. So whatever I have explained in this class, this explanation, this information is very very important for entrance point of view, especially for NEET as well as in what MCET also. So in detail the respiratory system of human being we will continue in the next part or in the next class. Okay, thank you.